Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Runa, and it's been a little while since I've uploaded a video. I've been really busy. A lot has been happening, and hopefully I'll be telling you some of that in the coming couple of videos, but I hope to get a few out today. There's one I'll be posting that I actually recorded a few days ago, so if it doesn't look like I'm wearing the same thing, which I'm not, obviously, that's why. So, I did not have a costume change in the middle of my recording session. So today, I would like to talk about things to consider when considering spirituality and the left-hand path in particular. Before I get started though, I'd like to give a quick hello to Darren, one of my subscribers that was talking to me the other day. Been really hectic lately, so that's why I haven't really gotten back to you yet, or at least in a little while. So, hope to talk with you soon. It's been great talking with you, and just thanks for reaching out. Okay, so on topic. What to consider. The first thing I want you to think about is, well, first of all, what are you looking to gain? What are you looking to gain when approaching this type of spirituality and this type of path? Knowing that will help you find your way, but also it will also help you to figure out if you are truly serious or not about the path. Because if you're not serious about it, I wouldn't recommend stepping forward. I really wouldn't. Because this is not something you can take back. This isn't something that you can just start doing and then put down and never do. Just like if you started to try and pick up some kind of pottery or some shit and you can leave the pot half finished and never pick it up again. It does not work like that. See, once you start messing around with Ouija boards and tarot cards and rituals and wanting to contact the dead, ghost hunting, or whatever else it is that is messing and poking around at the occult, even if it's small, you have now opened yourself up to that. Think of it this way. This is an analogy that I tend to use when explaining this. We live in a world that is black and white. It's black and it's white and it's not really all that bright and colorful. Not really a lot of things that will catch your eye. We're all black and white in the beginning. Well, some of us aren't, actually. Some of us are born very awake. But while we're still sleeping, we're black and white. There are things around us that us black and white people can't see. Things that tend to like to notice, the brighter ones and the colorful ones. These things being the spirits of all different kinds and other things of that nature. They tend to leave black and white people alone somewhat. I mean, you're never completely alone, and you never completely get left alone, but you get left alone a lot more if you're asleep. So it seems, at least. But when you start messing around with tarot cards and Ouija boards and seances and all sorts of shit, you start to gain color, and you start to shine brighter. Therefore, things start to notice you more. You now catch the eyes of things that might be malicious, might want to hurt you, might want to screw around with you or drain you or haunt you or whatever the fuck. Or you might catch things that want to help you, that want to protect you, interact with you, teach you things, or might want your help with something. Or anything in between. I mean, it's just like taking a peek into another world, another Earth, if you want. You will meet people that are screwed up and they want to hurt you, they want to steal from you, they want to harm you and take advantage of you. And you'll also meet people that will give you the shirt off their back, that will help you, that want to teach you, that want to see you prosper. You'll meet spirits in the same way. And in between, ones that just kind of don't care. And then you'll also see the ones that are just like, don't talk to me. Just don't. Nope. Don't talk to me. Fuck off. Nope. Don't want any. Get out of my house. So, There's a lot of different things to consider of that nature. Once you open this door, you cannot close it. You can try to deny it. You can try to run back to the church, or you can try to run away from it all you want. But I can promise you it will not go away. I can promise you that it will not leave you. You can't go back to sleep fully. Mind you, astral abilities and other things like that, it's like any muscle. The more you use it, the better it gets. If you don't use it, you lose it, right? You can actually go back to sleep. In that means your abilities can wane, but you won't actually go back to sleep, if that makes sense. You'll still be aware, and even on just a conscious level, once you learn things, that things are signs of things, you will constantly be looking for patterns and seeing different things in the world. Coincidence doesn't exist anymore. And now you're wondering what the hell's going on. And if you try to deny this, that will still be in the back of your mind. It will probably gnaw at you, along with whatever spirits you might have attracted to yourself. And you're going to try to piss some things off if you start to try to go back on yourself and your word and other things of that nature. Like I've said before, honor your deals. Honor what you begin. Finish what you start. Close what you open if you can. Some things you can't. If you make a deal, honor that deal. Understand that these are doors that cannot be shut once they are opened. Your entire world will change, especially if you're on the left-hand path, or any path that is on a path of enlightenment, especially that is focused on that and transformation. Ascent-based paths are hard as fuck. Rewarding, but hard as fuck, and they change you. It is often said that this path is walked on a path of the corpses of who we used to be. So it is constant reformation, transformation, and you will always be evolving. Spiritual death, in that means, is common. What I mean by that is the killing of the self to be reborn again. I'm not who I was yesterday. I'm not who I was 10 years ago. I'm now. I am me now. Excuse me. I am now. Therefore, that me is no longer in existence now. So once you do these things, you can't not have done them. They will always be with you. And they'll always be on the kind of record that you accumulate in your life. Because each life that we live has its own little record of things that we do, and they contribute to lives coming after this one. So doors that you open here can and will affect the next one, and the next one, and the next one. That is part of why some people are born with more power or more ashe than others, and we're born more spiritually awake. My partner, for example, is one of the most spiritually awake and open conduit people I've ever met. And he's been like this since he was very young. Like, we're talking under 10 years old. And that wasn't something he opened up himself. That was just something he was born with. Everyone's different for that reason. We all make different choices. We all make different decisions as to how we live our lives and how we've lived our past lives. So what you do now does matter in the long run. And another thing I will point out, like if you decide to, back away after you've made deals or you've done some stuff here, you can have some things waiting for you on the other side, I'm sure. Who knows? But this is not the path of faint of heart. This is not for someone that wants to dabble. Hail Satan, I'm hardcore. Yes, fucking fear me because I'm evil. Fucking hail Satan. Shut up. Stop. You can hail Satan all you want, and I do it quite a bit, but don't get up and being this like pseudo-Satanist cringy ass motherfucker that wants to go on and on and on about how fucking evil and hardcore they are. You're missing the point. Like, goddamn. I'm tempted to make a video about like what bothers me in the satanic community. But anyway, missing the point. The point is transformation, and to enjoy the indulgences of life, yes, but transformation, to ascend. It's not about being fucking evil and hardcore and all sorts of shit. And don't just wear this as a badge of hardcoreness on your sleeve and saying, ooh, I'm a Satanist, fear me. Shut up. Be serious with this. This is a lifestyle, like any other religion. Would you approach any other religion like this? Would you approach any other spiritual practice like this? No, you certainly wouldn't. When you're baptized and you're converting, there is like say use Catholicism, for instance, there are different sacraments that you make. There are different things that you have to adhere to actually be able to call yourself a Catholic. And it is a lifelong journey, and that means, I mean, I was raised Catholic initially, so I would know, but this is the same thing. It is a journey. It is a commitment. It is something that you yourself consciously commit to and commit to stay with. But this is very, very, very touchy. And when you start doing stuff like this, you can't take it back. Once you do something, you cannot take it back. So please, think before you act. Research before you start playing with things. Protect yourself. Be respectful. And if you don't have the willingness to stay with this open kind of a path, you don't necessarily have to stay with demons the whole time. If you're meant to be here, you're meant to be here, and you'll always feel it that you're meant to be here. And I've known some people that they start with demons and then they find a path somewhere else. And that's still within metaphysics and occultism and being open. They're fulfilling what they're supposed to here. But when you just close it off and run, that you don't get anywhere with that. And especially if you've made pacts and relationships with demons, they're not going to be happy with you if you start going back to church and trying to say, oh, I love Jesus now. That stuff's evil. That's not a good idea. Don't do that. Please, don't be one of those people. I would not want to hear about somebody else having that happen to them and then suddenly they're wondering why they're haunted or there's some kind of a possession or things won't let them sleep and all sorts of shit. Don't play around with that. Be serious, okay? Be very serious when you're going to go for this stuff. It's not a toy. And I want you to really think about it. Think about it, take time, meditate on it, research before you take that step. Because, like I said many times in this video, once you open that door, you can't close it. Be serious. Understand the forces that you're welcoming into your life. Understand how that will be affecting your life and how your life may very well feel like it's being destroyed initially as things that do not serve you are taken away. And it's like you're shedding skin and you're trying to get to who you're supposed to be. And that will be a continuous process, but it's going to be very hard in the beginning. And I'm not going to lie to you about that. I think my next video is probably going to be like some real shit about like awakening and stuff, especially on this path. So I think it's going to be my next video. All right. So I've talked with you long enough for now. And if you're looking for anything of services and readings and spell work and other things of that nature, hit us up on the Facebook page. Message us and comment on one of my posts. You want Runa spell work, there's a post up at the top that shows